Ya, Pelingla Miladina Paknatu. Hello and welcome to Aboriginal land. The NTFA Aboriginal Round is about celebrating the contribution of Aboriginal footballers in our competition. It was created in recognition of what the AFL does, but it's far more meaningful in the fact that it's more about the local people in the area of the Rochely, Mayfield, Newham, Invermay areas, which is the northern suburbs of Launceston. It pays respect for those who've made a very good contribution to the game, not only to the football itself, but in life and social outside of football. The Rochely Football Club in the early days was known as a fairly rough club, and rough in the type of characters that were there, who were hard-nosed, strong, held no punches, straight down the line. A lot were racist. Over the years, with the Aboriginal Round, what we've seen is the whole change of a culture where inclusion is very important.
Competitiveness and our effort, beautiful. Can't fold it. We've got to bring that for another 2 quarters now.
It's changed a lot over the years. Well, I felt like it has, been like coming in real young. Just didn't seem like too much of a place, but always found themselves fighting on the ground, to now we went into a different section. We're more worried about the football, and now we've been one of the most accomplished teams in the comp.
It's important for Tasmanians to see what occurs on this unique day where we celebrate the contribution of Aboriginal footballers, to see Aboriginal culture on display and to see the connection where cultures come together and how that inspires our Aboriginal youth. In the lead up, we go about designing Aboriginal jumpers for the footballers to wear. The designs are based on a story.
And the story behind this jumper is around connection to country. We can use the jumper to explain to people about the methods that Aboriginal people across Australia use when it comes to traditional fire management and the importance of healing country.
The artwork on the Rochely football ground is based on, most cases, the design of the jumper. It becomes a centrepiece for those to come along, see this great artwork, and then start asking questions and start realising the importance of what this game means to many people.
It's not just about celebrating blackfellas that have contributed to football. It's acknowledging the country, and it's acknowledging that every football ground is played on Aboriginal land.
I'm a Tasmanian Aboriginal. My mum is a Tasmanian Aboriginal, and also my father is from the Tiwi Islands. Rochely Football Club is where I first started playing for my first 2 years. It was just a sport I wanted to start. I came from basketball and netball, and I went and trained with Launceston, and then heard about, the new league starting and Rochely being a part of it. So I thought I would go there with my family ties.
1, 2, 3, boys!
The Indigenous Round, I think it celebrates the Tasmanian Aboriginal community. It does get everyone involved and everyone acknowledge the Aboriginals.
Every time I've played in them, it's just a big jump. It actually feels like you're running out to play in a grand final. Everyone takes it really serious. It's good to show like different cultures and that come together. Everyone just thrives on it, they just love it.
We needed to do something that honoured those respectfully who have made such a contribution to football, and to do that we created the Aboriginal Legends.
Yeah, in 2011 I was inducted in the Hall of Fame. I was also inducted into the Aboriginal Hall of Fame.
Smokey Beaton is a lovable character, highly regarded with many of the young people because he's had a lot to do with a number of youth programs.
Being inducted in there with the likes of Neil Maynard, was a big thing. He was a great player back in his day.
There's a long shot in towards goal, Maynard!
What was racism like when you were playing?
Well, it wasn't real good. I mean, it was the same sort of thing, yeah. If you concentrated on racism, you'd be blueing all day instead of trying to be the best you could at the game you loved. They just made me go all that harder.
So has that changed over the years, do you think?
Oh my word, it has, yes. Players today wear their Aboriginal mouth guards, and it's quite recognising who they are, and they get a great response from the wider communities.
I've not once experienced any racism. Nah, I think I'm just too nice of a bloke, and they know that my actions speak louder, so I just put it all on the footy field and then no one says anything.
I haven't witnessed any racism. I've played multiple Indigenous rounds, and from all the teams that I've played with, have absolutely loved it and gotten real involved with it.
The NTFA Aboriginal round goes a long way to not having racism on that day. The fact that the day is based on Aboriginal culture, the fact it's about Aboriginal footballers, their focus is different and the crowd response is different as to any other game. If we can really take advantage of how we go about creating that atmosphere, that'd be good for the future.
To all the players who stand before us, you are the warriors. Nori Nina too.